All right, people, we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. I have a new software program that I got. I'm debuting and stuff today. Somewhere along the line, you guys tell me which one you like. I need some comments and stuff to let me know. Uh, am I headed in the right direction, or am I just?
Can you hear me?
I don't want to say this word,
I can't
but
hear you.
huh? You can't hear me. Oh man, it can hear me. The people and stuff who are around me,
Can
they
you
can
hear me?
hear me very well. Oh yeah, you are the ones who are not hearing me. You should hear me now.
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay, well, the people out there who were looking at the show could hear me, but it just so happened that I hadn't opened the gates up for you to hear me. But anyway, I've already started recording and everything, so we already gone about almost a minute into it. And I was just saying to people that please let me know. I got a new software out here that I'm using and stuff for our show, and let me know if you like it or not. I'm debuting a whole bunch of crap, and it doesn't cost a lot and everything. So I'm just, you know, stroking myself here, I guess you might say. I didn't want to use that word, but I guess I did. Anyway, we are here, and shit,
Welcome.
shit. I'm just, like I was saying to Mr. Harvey earlier, I said, shit, I'm just fucking numb and stuff, man. I don't have any idea what the hell's going on. I don't know uh, where I'm at, and I'm just lost here. This year is starting out to be something that I don't feel comfortable and stuff in right now. Monday, people, is a holiday, Martin Luther King's birthday. Well, it's the celebration of his birthday. He's already had his birthday on the 15th, but we celebrated on a Monday following his birthday, I guess. Or if his birthday falls on a Monday, then we celebrate it then. But his birthday is there, and a lot of our folks around here, especially here in Atlanta and in the South, these white folks do not like to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday. And you hear it in the stores and stuff. You say, oh man, we got a holiday coming up Monday. And you white folks just look at you and say, what holiday? Who in the hell? That's Martin.
Well,
And
yeah, yesterday I listened to a lot of, not a lot, but quite a bit of his speeches. I just want to say this to the people. Jesus is Lord. Jesus will fix it. Don't let the devil ride because he gonna want to drive. That's what I want to say. Don't let the devil ride because he's gonna want to drive. And we have allowed the devil to drive. But we can kick him out. It will happen. We got a lot of people that are resisting. We got a lot of people that are doing all kinds of things. I'm encouraged. And things are being exposed like never before. People realize that they're being lied to. And a lot of people is not falling for the okie doke. But there are still quite a few people still want to fall for the okie doke. But don't let the devil ride because he's going to want to drive. I had a time today, and yesterday going through, I've been looking at a lot of videos, reading articles, and all kind of stuff here. And I ran across this C-SPAN thing, and it was about the Chamber of Commerce. And, you know, they had Diamond on there, the CEO of Chase, and a few other people. But they had the president, who was a female, speaking here. Nice, very nice speech, very long speech, but very nice speech. And she said in 2076, because of inflation and, you know, the 3% every year that GDP goes up, our grandkids is going to have to make $350,000 a year. That's what their salary should be now, by then. She compared it to if we were socialists 50 years from now. The average salary right now today is, you know, not the average salary, but the household income, about 73,000. They said that if it's socialist, it'll be your salary go up about 76,000 in 50 years. However, her speech was really focusing on the market and businesses, small business. Chamber of Commerce is mostly small businesses. They have a few major corporations that support them. However, she didn't say not one thing about the poor, you know, she sort of kind of criticized, you know, the people that are receiving things, you know, the safety net, you know. And the one thing that I really wanted to emphasize is that right now we have about 50 million people, 45 to 50 million people that's living in below poverty. 45 to 50 million people. That's all races, all colors, ethnic groups.
In this country.
In this country.
Okay.
Now, that don't include the 40 million people, and not saying that they living in poverty, because some of them got some damn good jobs. The undocumented, the 40 million people we got in this country. You know, the visa holders, the green card holders, and so on and so forth. However, when you think about it, out of that group, there's probably another 20 million or more, maybe 30 million. So that would give us people that's living in this country about 65 to 75 million people that's living in poverty in this country. And she was speaking on, you know, that the great advancements that we've had since 1776, all the different inventions and what have you. But no mention of helping the poor, no mention of growth in the community. She did speak about there are going to be many more cities that's going to be built and what have you. And it astonishes me, to listen to these people, that doing very well for themselves, and making hundreds of thousands a year or millions a year and what have you. And the 50, 60 million Americans that's barely making it paycheck to paycheck. And they don't realize that, capitalism does work, Ed, but capitalism got to pay their fair share. You can't keep not pay taxes and we don't have revenue for schools, for roads. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about these business people, that they have grown so heartless. Now there are people that do goodwill and they make it their effort and they have their employees go out and do different things and what have you. But it's not enough, Ed. It's not enough. It's not enough. So even though we got the greatest, now this is just me talking to me, and I haven't been to every country in the world, but in my opinion, we have the greatest country in the world. And that's not because of government, it's because of the people. Each one of our states have their own government. And our states, most of our states, can't take care of themselves. So therefore, we help them so that they can survive. Within them states, they have major corporations, like the Fortune 2000, the Fortune 500, that kind of thing, the top 30. And all of those states try to get these major corporations to go into their state so that they can bring employees. Rightfully so. But the states themselves make money. Plenty of money. Because they charge fees, they charge taxes, they charge all kinds of permits and certificate things that you have to have, and all of that. So they're making money. So each one of those states bring in, some of them billions of dollars, some of them maybe just a trinket, a couple of billion or a billion. So they make money, but they need other monies, funds from the government, so they get their share of education, so they can get their share of different distributions. Like if something is available that can be across the country, like these flu shots and all that stuff will be paid by the government, not by the states. So it's a lot of different things that the states can do because they make their own money. Because they charge their own people for certain services. So the question is, where are we going when no one, and this is what I find very peculiar, no one is talking about bipartisan or America. We're getting ready to go into our, 250-year anniversary. We're not talking unification. We're not talking about unifying, helping all our people. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, Ed. In the last 40, 50 years, did we let these undocumented people come in here? No. The American people didn't do that. The government did that. The government did all that. That's their fault. It ain't our fault. They let all these undocumented people. Now, we had already set up some type of integration, Ed, that we were going to allow approximately 1 million people to come into this country after they've been vetted in the whole 9 yards and went through the process. And we've been doing that for many, many years. But what is going on now? What is the future of this country? Where are we going? The business people, all they want to do is make money. That's all they want to do. If I open up a business, hey, I want to get the best employees where I can make more money. I can expand and make more money. Well,
Absolutely.
business is only going to do so much, and mostly they're going to do it for themselves because they want growth, they want a profit. The reason why you have government is because they want to. The government is the one that goes out and help make it easier for business and their constituents. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. I think that was a very interesting set. Her speech was a very good speech, but it was lacking a lot of empathy and sympathy, and and it's a big deal. We're talking about the Chamber of Commerce. They have hundreds of thousands of members, small businesses, mid-sized businesses, and large businesses in their commerce chamber. And if you panned across the audience, I bet you couldn't find 5% of black people in there that are members to the chamber.
Well, Ted, actually, I was okay with them people coming across the border. Really was. I was okay with them coming across the border. That it did not bother me at the time that they were coming here because we are a nation of immigrants. And most of the people who were trying to come across this border, and I know that a lot of people out there who have been around for a while, they know why those people came across the border. They were looking for a better life. And back then, and even now, I think if most people and stuff really actually look at themselves and stuff and what the hell is going on, realize that their parents and foreparents and stuff came to this country for the same reason, for a better life for their families and for them. But because those folks and stuff through coming through Central America and South America and everything who came over here looking for a better life, they a lot of them got that. They started earning money. They started sending money back to their people and stuff in their countries where they came from. It's just that I think that a lot of them had gotten comfortable and did not really want to go through the process and stuff of becoming legalized citizens and stuff in this country, even though they had a chance to do that before Trump came in power in 2016. And he has taken them and he's using them and stuff as a battering ram and everything to for his policies that he is trying to enact and stuff against his country. Now he knows damn well that he and all of his friends and stuff have used these people for decades and stuff and everything as cheap labor. They were the new black folks in this country, and we knew it. They were the ones and stuff that who went out and picked the vegetables and stuff there in California, all of Central Valley and stuff there, dependent upon these people coming across this border to pick the vegetables, to pick all the cabbages and everything they need, and they dealt with the bread basket of this country, and we were okay with that. It seemed that over time that the the Republicans and stuff have used this whole issues and stuff and everything to make them seem like they are the enemy. And really, these folks are not the enemy that they're trying to deal with. And today and stuff, Ted, this shit has gotten out of control. I'm telling you, it has gotten out of control. And we have to figure out some kind of way to rein this crap in. And as I've been listening to other people out there who are on their podcasts and everything, are talking about these issues that are going on now. Before, it's been okay to beat up on people of color, especially us. It's been okay. Most folks and stuff, well, he shot that black person and stuff and everything, and that's okay. We saw that way back in 1992 with Rodney King when the police sat down there and beat the crap out of that man, and every last one of those police officers got away with it because they told them that it's okay to beat those black folks. But today, it's okay to shoot a white woman down in the face and get away with it. They've allowed it to happen. So now it's becoming a desperate issue and stuff for everybody. And I think there's something and stuff that we need to probably relook at and look at and make sure that what's going on and stuff, that most of the people out there, especially American people who are quote unquote citizens and stuff of this country, understand that we can't keep this stuff going on because Trump has taken this thing and weaponized this whole issue and stuff and everything and made himself a de facto dictator. He's the president of Venezuela. That's what he said. I'm the president of Venezuela. I didn't attack this country. I'm getting ready to go to Greenland and I'm going to attack Greenland. This old boy has gotten out of control. And we have to rein him in because he's made this whole situation look bad. Because Ted, before he came in here and he started that bull crap, man, these people were coming across these borders and stuff and everything. And the only reason why they upset and stuff now is because the people of color are out outnumbering the white folks. They have become the minority majority. There's more Hispanics in this country now than there are black folks and all the other races. And they're going to take over, and the white folks are scared. So, but like I said, it's got out of control. It has gotten too far out of control. When you start talking about uh, killing white folks and stuff, I guess you got it too far out of control. Even though it was okay to beat us up and to shoot us, and nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Not even after George Floyd was, I guess you might call it assassinated and stuff there, and 4 or 5 years ago, right in front of right in front of the world, and the man went to jail for it. Who did it? But they're still doing it. And now we've allowed people, the military, to come into our cities up north, because most of them have not came down here and dealt with the folks and stuff here in these red states. They bothered a few of them, not as much as they have in these other states, which is wrong. And something's going to have to be done about it. What's going to be done about it? Hopefully, our Democratic folks and stuff and everything will win the midterm and they'll put a rein on old Daddy Trump. Hopefully, we shall see.
Hey, just to let you know, you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Oh man, can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear your voice very well. Heard everything you said.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you keep it that way if you want to.
no, that was my fault and everything because Mr. Bishop, that decided to do a few things and stuff and everything while I was sitting here talking, and I had I had some processes going on because I did not want my recording to shut down, and I guess in the process it's kind of screwed my camera up. I don't know why it did that, but I do know that
Well,
shit.
you're looking out dignified.
Huh?
You're looking dignified.
I'm looking dignified. All right, people. This man said I'm looking dignified here, so hell. Oh shit! I know what the hell happened. Oh no, I know what the hell happened here. Shoot, I'm looking all dignified to yourself.
You got that Obama chin up.
Well, it looks like I'm doing some other things and stuff too here and everything. I got some other things going on here. I know I'm off now. You can't see me now because I was messing with something else while this was going on here. Uh, oh man, yeah. What the hell? Anyway, you can go ahead and talk, my brother, because I'm fine.
Okay, all right. The thing is, I kind of agree with you, and I kind of don't, because I believe in the law, and I think things should, because we have to obey, Americans have to obey the law. When I say Americans, I'm talking about Black Americans. We have to obey the law to the T. We have to cross our T's, dot our I's, and the thing is, bruh, is that I'm once again, I'm gonna say this again. I fault the Senate and Congress not passing an immigration law, where they go by that and deal with it and do it properly. And
But
once
they
again,
but
I'll
they
say,
did. They tried to it. They tried.
oh, I ain't talking about trying. I'm talking about doing it.
I understand that, but they did try until Trump told them don't do it. He said
Well, he
don't.
told the Republicans.
He told the Republicans don't y'all mess with that stuff, and they stopped that whole thing because our president at that time, Joe Biden, was an honorable man. He was an honorable guy, and he wanted to have the input of the Republicans. And because Trump said he didn't want that to happen, it didn't happen. So Biden, in his own whatever he was, because he was a forgiving guy, he just said, "Well, okay, we'll let him come into power and decide how to deal with this." And I'm pretty sure, Ted, that Biden probably regret that decision and stuff right now because he could have used the Democrats to do what he needed to get done and not be bipartisan. But go ahead. I had to throw
No,
that
well,
out there.
I'm just saying, regardless, it didn't get done.
It didn't.
And so, therefore, it should have been done, and you wouldn't have all this chaos. But this is money, bro. Because, see, when you say that you didn't have a problem with it, and if I was at another country, living in another country, and it was chaos and what have you, and I have the opportunity to get the hell out of there, and knowing that America would be a better place for me because I might have some distant friends or relatives that live here, and they say, come on. Of course I'm going to come, whether it's legal or illegal. But the point is that it's not about them, it's about how these businesses use these people and uses the American people. Now we know that when they work and they paying taxes, they might be everything they do. They have to pay taxes. They have to pay sales tax. Some of them pay FICA. Some of them, a lot of them get paid under the table, but they spend money. So therefore, that's money that they weren't expecting to receive as far as buying merchandise. However, those people, and if you look through the years, 40 years, 50 years that's been coming over here strong, they have taken a lot of American jobs. But they've also
Mm,
done jobs that Americans don't do.
mm-hmm.
America, it's not a whole lot of Americans going to go jump on a roof.
Mm-mm.
There's not a whole lot
Or
of Americans
or get out there and get into those fields and
and get
pick
into those
vegetables.
fields. So
They,
that right there was a deal in Reagan's day. They used to have in the 80s, even in the 70s and 60s, they used to have people that got permits to come here and work and then they go back home.
right.
But those days was over. They started staying.
Yep.
So so what I'm saying is that they have helped this country, but at the same time hurt the country because they didn't go into the white schools, Ed. They went into the black schools, sent their children to those black schools.
I
And the educational system,
I don't blame them for that.
well, you might not blame them, but I do. Because
I don't blame them for that.
when you bring when you got children and they make a whole change of as far as language and make exceptions to these people, you know, Spanish speaking, so therefore you gotta have a Spanish, bilingual person, hired person who's not even qualified. The only thing is they speak English and they speak Spanish. And they might have 1 year, 2 years, or maybe just high school or whatever, and then they go in there and teach those kids. And a lot of it has slowed the progress of a lot of black people, and plus it brought a lot of animosity.
I think Ted, we several years ago
I'm
we
just
had
saying what's really happened. I ain't talking about sympathy, empathy, compassion for these people. Yes, I have all of that, but I'm just saying when you deal with the real, that's the real.
well, and I have to blame us and stuff for that. I'm not going to put that blame on the white folks.
Who
I
is
really
us?
not. I'm
Who is
not.
us? Who is us?
What happened by having the Hispanics
You
and stuff,
blaming us? Who is
immigrants
us?
going into our schools? I'm not going to blame that from for the white folks doing that. I'm gonna blame our people. I'm gonna blame us folks and stuff out there
What, black
because
people?
if you, yeah, hell yeah,
Black
if
people
you
don't have
let
no
me,
power to stop
if
nobody
you
from
let me,
going to school.
because we could have dealt with this shit, tell you a long time
Well,
ago.
they did try to deal with it, bro.
No, we didn't. We
Yes,
didn't.
we
We didn't
did.
put an effort. We didn't put an
Yes,
effort to
we
do that.
did.
No, we
We
didn't.
tried to. We told them people were complaining in a lot of black communities that this wasn't right. I mean, you might have amnesia, but I don't, because I know it was a whole big stink, bro, for many years. And then we just went on and just said nothing we can do about it, and they adapted.
And that's our fault because we sat down there and took it, and just like you just said, we said, "Oh well, we're going to adapt to it," instead of trying to solve that problem and stuff back
Well, we
then.
tried to do a black and brown thing, to try to work with them.
Absolutely, and we didn't make that effort to do it. We didn't. I don't believe we worked hard enough to get that done, and really actually explain to the folks and stuff who came to
Well,
this
it has to
country and
be
stuff.
reciprocal, Ed. It has to be reciprocal.
Well, then it's our fault. Then if we can't convince someone to do what needs to be done, then then you have to accept some blame and stuff
When
for
you
that.
have, well, they have, Ed, the thing is, you have to know that they have different morals and what have you.
And that's fine. And that's
Most of
fine.
those, most of those people were Catholics, and therefore they was telling their children, don't associate with black people.
Some of the folks and stuff were saying that, Ted. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Majority of them were.
There were some Hispanic folks and stuff and everything who wanted to work with us. I know they were. I watched them. They came
You
on
said
our.
the word some.
Well, that's all we needed. We didn't need all of them. You're never going to get 100% of anybody to do anything. Just like you ain't going to ever get 100% of white folks to follow Trump. That's not going to happen. But as long as he can get just enough and everything to win with,
Well,
that's all you
getting
need.
back to the major, like I said, in my opinion, you know, I think I blame the Senate and Congress are not doing the right things. And they have caused all this problem. Just like they're causing the problems. I was watching the hearing on Afghan people, almost 80,000 people here a lot of them didn't get properly vetted. Just like the Iraqis here. All of that. We done talked about this a number of times. And the point is that these politicians will be playing politics because they got people that's paying them money to let a lot of these foreigners come here not being vetted. And then they won't talk about when one of them commit a crime, then all of a sudden they're going to cascade all of them, castrate all of them. Oh, you let all these people come here. No, y'all let them in here. You Congress people, you Senate people. Then they want to blame it on the president, Biden. Y'all let them in. You got the
Well,
power of the purse. You got the power of making policy. So you can sit up here and blame shit on the president if you want to. Just like right now, you sitting up here letting Trump run like crazy, and you can stop his ass, but you don't.
I'm not letting Trump run like nothing. He hasn't. He hasn't. He's a fool, and sometimes you have to.
Congress have power of the
that
purse.
that man is sick. He is out of
Well,
his
I don't give
damn
a shit
mind.
about him. I'm just saying
He's
that
like a
Congress, I'm
rabbit. He's
blaming
like a
Congress.
rabid dog.
I am blaming Congress and the Senate. I don't give a shit about him.
And that's exactly how I feel. I don't give a shit about him because he's a rabid dog. I think there's something wrong with him. He's sick. He is
He ain't
absolutely
sick.
sick.
He just a gritty old man. That's all. He know what he doing. Yeah, it's all about money for him.
Oh yeah, he's trying to get rich. He done
Oh, he
put
is
what
rich.
he done put. You see, he has put he done already put 500 million into a bank so he can get later on down the road.
He didn't put more than that, bro.
Well, that's his latest scam. That's one of his scams he done got. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm just asking. I'm gonna ask this question: where's the body of Christ? Where is the body of Christ in all of this killing and beating up people and all that?
They they
They don't
they,
care.
they have these folks have sold a soul.
Don't
these
let the
folks
devil ride because he will drive.
these folks have sold a soul.
Don't let the devil drive because he will drive. You let him ride, he gonna take over that wheel.
They have sold a soul, Mr. Harvey. They have sold a soul to the devil.
Yeah,
He has bought their soul. He has got
yeah,
them.
because they're getting fat checks probably every month or every quarter or whenever. It's a whole lot of people they sending checks out. You get that Paula White that's running this initiative. And this so-called uh, I forget the call of it. It's some kind of initiative they call it. But so she's probably in charge of sending so much money to some of these churches every month or every quarter or whatever. So they just quiet. Church is quiet. Church don't care. I should say the leaders don't care. I'm not going to talk about the parishioners. The parishioners, that's another story. But a lot of people just want to go to church. They want to worship God, hear the word of God, and go on. But
Got a
some of these,
question here. Got a question here. The the governor of Minnesota sent a letter to the president.
like they're going to do something.
I'm trying to get to that. I'm
That's a
trying to
joke.
get to that. I'm trying to get to that. I'm wondering as to why in the hell did he do that? He seemed like he was begging this man not to come over there and hurt his people. I don't know if that was a smart move on his part, a dumb move on his part, or was he just throwing bullshit on the wall?
Maybe he wanted to have a record
It could
that
have
he
been because I,
requested.
I, I, I did not see any reason why you would sit there and beg that man. I mean, the first paragraph is almost like he begging him, please
Yeah.
don't, please don't come over here and mess with our people, my people.
I think maybe he just wanted to have that record on file so that when they do come for Trump, that record would be on file to show that the governor was civil in requesting not to bring these ICE people there.
But that had to be oh man, there's no way, Ted, I could have wrote something like that as the governor to Trump. Now, if I had wrote something and everything, I'd have did just like the mayor of Minneapolis did. Get the fuck out of my state. I don't need you here. And all the other governors, I'm looking at Pritzker and everything. He didn't beg him not to come over there. He told him to get the hell out of his state.
He was right there with him on the street,
Get
Pritzker.
the hell out of my state. I don't
I don't
know,
know what
man.
game he playing
I
in.
have to.
You probably know better than
I
me. I
have
don't
to.
know.
I'm looking at. Oh man, shit. Maybe it was a good thing and stuff that Kamala didn't win and stuff and everything to have that wimp sitting up there as the vice president.
He sure came across like he was manly, didn't
Oh man, he has not looked very good since the election is over with. I mean, he's not looked good at all. I mean, not good at all. And most people and stuff now have found out and have opened their mouth and said it. They want somebody who gonna stand up to this some gun and fight. That didn't sound like a good stand.
he?
Didn't
Well,
sound like a good stand.
I don't want to be really harsh on the Democratic Party. A lot of people are very harsh on them
I don't
and the
blame them.
Senate. But that's true. I don't blame them either. But what I'm saying is, it's not like they're not doing the work here. It's not like they're not doing the work.
I don't see it.
They are doing the work.
I don't see it.
Well, I'll put it like this: it's performative. Performative. They're doing the committee meetings and asking the questions and why are you doing this and how did you do that? What is your conclusion for whatever you did? And is it true? And all that kind of question and answer stuff. So they're trying to have a record of all of the things that they're lying about, and they're trying to do it in a legal fashion so that when they do come for him, they got different. They got the records to show, because they can call those same people up that lied in the committee meetings and call them out and maybe probably prosecute them. So,
I I have, and I'm gonna have to give you a few props here because there are some of them and everything who are trying to do something. I have to give Mr. Jamie Raskins, could do a kudo for what the heck he did and stuff yesterday in their committee meeting that they had, the January 6th meeting that they had.
yeah.
And he asked them to he asked the people and stuff, especially from the Homeland Security, who was sitting there at the bench there, are there anyone who that they hired to be Homeland Security and all these other folks and stuff, who the ICE folks and stuff out there, are any of those guys and stuff come from that group that Trump pardoned? We already found out that the one of the assistant Department of Justice folks and stuff and everything was involved in that thing, and they hired him back to. As soon as Trump pardoned him and everything, he got his daggone job back as the assistant in the Department of Justice. How many more of them people have they hired to come out there and shoot these people and kill them and act like ICE agents?
Well, the thing is that the government is very shrewd, bro. Very shrewd. They're very cunning and very underhanding. And there are reasons why some of these things are happening. And a lot of it is to rob the treasury. A lot of it is to rob the treasury. And so, therefore, there are people that have infiltrated the government in all facets of it: FBI, CIA, ATF, all of that. You name it, they're in there. And they're there. They got people on YouTube right now that is promoting revolution. And I believe some of these people, we don't know who they are, but they faces all on YouTube. And for all I know, they could be Russians, they could be spies or whatever, or instigators to try to rile up people to start a revolution. There are people on the other side that's saying the same things, talking about starting a civil war. So we have so many cells of people that want to destroy this country and the people, the American people, because the majority of American people, 80%, maybe a little less, are good people. You got some people that's out there lost, but they ain't mean, angry, selfish, whatever people. There's a lot of, as George used to call them, spicy whites out there. There's a lot of good people out there, bro. But you got a lot of people that can be easily persuaded and convinced that democracy is not the way. They are convinced that democracy is not the way. That's my belief. Because, see, the thing is that it's supposed to be one vote, one man. And then we vote for who we want in office. We vote for the people that we want. And a lot of these people don't like it because you just said it earlier. Their population is dwindling. And this ain't no white black thing either. I'm talking about as far as what people want. The average person want good governance. They want protection while they're on the street. And they want a good job so they can reach the American dream. Because the American dream is here. You got people right now that's trying to destroy Fannie Mae and what's the other one?
Freddie Mac.
Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. They're going into that now. They already added it all up over something like 200 and some trillion dollars. Forgive me if I don't have the right totals. But I'm just saying, these people is all about the money, and they paying people to do this shit. They paying people to do this shit. Now, the one thing I didn't know, I'm trying to think of the name of the hotel. It's a famous hotel. It's not the Marriott. Give me some names of the top 5 hotels here. We got Marriott, we got Holiday Inn, we got Waldorf. What's some others? I'm trying to think of the name of the hotel. But they own that whole chain, BlackRock. They own that whole chain, and that's 9,000 hotels.
Oh, you talking about the one that Pritzker's family and stuff used to own? You know,
What's the name
J.D.
of it? What's the
Pritzker's
name of it?
family and stuff and everything owned the
What's the
hotels.
name of it? I can't think of the name of it, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's 9,000 hotels, and BlackRock owns it. So this is all about money, bro. Takeover. So Trump made a little statement about these corporations got to stop buying these houses. He ain't doing nothing about it. He said that he's gonna make every one of these credit card companies drop their interest rate 10%.
Oh man, they got a lot of holdings, man, out there. Shit, in hotels. Oh man, shit.
Talking about BlackRock?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This shit is crazy, bro. But this is capitalism.
Yeah, they got help. They got listings according to this man in Marriott.
That's it. That's the name of it, Marriott.
They got
Because
Marriott
Marriott,
International. They got Wyndham. They got
yeah,
Wyndham Hotels. They
yeah.
got Braemar Hotels and Resort. Uh oh man, shit. Delante Hotel Group. I have no idea who they are.
Think of that.
They got some hopings out there, man, and they not just in. Oh shit! You we.
They got different levels of hotels, and that never.
Black Rock has their hands, man, in a whole lot of stuff.
Oh
They're
yeah, they
not.
worth over $12 trillion, bro.
Yeah, they got their hands in a lot of stuff.
They got this hotel called Sparks by Marriott. It's a low economy hotel, right? Well, what they're trying to do is knock out these low end hotels, right? You know, it's a lot of low end hotels that's all across
Right,
the country. They're
right.
trying to knock them out and get that business because they realize that those low end hotels, all they do is give you a bed and that's it.
Right,
Well,
that's it.
what they're going to do is they're going to give them service. They're going to give them, you know, all kinds of amenities with that low economy hotel room.
But most of those hotels that you were talking about, they cater to people who are traveling, and the
Yeah,
people who are traveling and stuff, they don't want no amenities. All they want is a breakfast in the morning and a place to lay their heads, and so they can get back on the highway and keep traveling.
but what I'm saying is that you
And
have
it's cheap.
these. What they're trying to do is they're trying to, and this is even cheaper than those. What he's trying to do is get those low end people even lower to, you know, to come to their hotels because they realize they're losing money on that part of it.
I don't know how they're going to do that, because most people and stuff, they want something cheap. They on the highway, they
They want
want
to
to stop.
run those other. They want to run those other small hotel ownership out. Who here in Florida? Who you think owns a lot of the hotels?
The Indians.
There you go. They're trying to knock them out.
That's gonna be a hard thing to do, man, because them people, ooh, shoot,
I'm
they
just telling
catered,
you.
they catered to people who were traveling, and they're cheap, $90, $100 a night.
But they don't give you no service. They don't give you no
They
service.
give you all they want is their breakfast,
Bad customer service.
breakfast in the morning. That's all they want to give
I'm telling you.
them.
These
Anyway,
people.
final word, my brother. We at the end. We at
Well, I'm
our
gonna stay. I'm gonna go with Jesus is Lord. Jesus is love. Don't let the devil ride because if you let him ride, you're gonna want to drive. That's my last word.
Well, I'm still in a wonderment, people, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of folks out there who are probably in the same predicament. We are seeing more and more people and stuff too. They have went past that paycheck to paycheck. I can only paycheck to paycheck. They trying to survive. A whole lot of people out there, that's all they're trying to do is survive, some kind of way to survive, to make it through whatever bullcrap is going on. And I and people are sitting there hoping that they can make it to the point and everything where they can put somebody in power who's going to put a check on this knucklehead who's sitting there at the daggone White House because he is gone absolutely out of his rocker, or the fact that he may not make it until this time because something is wrong with him. He is sick and he can't, and I don't believe he's gonna be able to make it, but he might. The devil is usually very strong, and it takes a whole lot to get him to knock him off of his knock him down. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm praying for you people out there. I'm praying for you guys. I know that you can't make it now from paycheck to paycheck. So hopefully we'll find some kind of way to make it. That's the only thing I can hope for. Anyway,
Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive, as they say. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.